Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is actually, I don't know if you guys can see, they're all the pups. They've been going underneath the chicken coop. When it was raining the other day and I had come out to get them in, all three of them were underneath the chicken coop. It is very, very funny to see these, especially Hella, as big as she is, just coming climbing out from underneath that chicken coop. So anyway, today is Tuesday, the 13th of July, 2021. So we're going to get into this video in a moment, but before I do, I want to just remind everybody again, we're getting closer to the Prepper Get Together, which is going to be this Saturday and Sunday. So if you're planning on staying at Greg's property and you're planning on coming in on the Friday, again, if you plan on coming and you haven't notified me already, just shoot me an email at preppernurse1@yahoo.com, and so that I have a heads up on that ahead of time, just kind of so we can get everything worked out. If you plan on coming to the event Saturday or Sunday, I would also just ask you if you would let me know ahead of time, so I can, again, make proper arrangements. I'm pretty squared away now. We're pretty good, but you just got to get things squared away that way. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh, so that's going to, okay, so Saturday we're going to be at Sonye American Legion in Sonye, New York, which is Sonyea. You can look that up, really easy to find. That's right off of 390. I mean, once you get off of 390, you're less than a mile away from the American Legion. And then on Sunday, we're going to be at the South Shelter at Letchworth State Park. Okay, so I'm going to just flip this around while I'm talking so you guys can see this freaking unbelievably awesome garden with all the raised beds. Just fantastic this year. Becky's really, I mean, she's working through the rows, getting all the weeds out of between the rows, the sitting area where we all sit up there. And so today it's actually not raining, which is a nice thing. We've had plenty of rain. So, but anyway, again, so we're going to have 2 days. I'm going to be doing cookouts both days. And, Ma, the door's open. We're going to be doing cookouts both days, and I'll be supplying the hamburgers, hot dogs, all the condiments with that, and paper products and everything like that. I just ask people if you're coming to bring a dish to pass as well, so it just gives us other options, and I think that's not a lot to ask. So, but we're gonna have a good time. We're really looking forward. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. We're gonna have T-shirts commemorating. It's not. Go around the back door, then, Ma. The back door's open. Sorry. We're gonna have T-shirts commemorating the event, and so those are going to be available as well. So just letting you know. All right. So let's get into this video. As a lot of you know, the moratorium for the protection for renters and homeowners who haven't paid their mortgages and haven't paid their rent is coming to an end at the end of this month. So it's either going to be extended or they're going to let it expire. But if they let it expire, you're talking about 12 million families, about 48 million people, realistically, if you figure four people per family. So 12 million families are going to be getting the boot. Now, I have kind of mixed emotions on this because I do believe that some people have taken advantage of it. I was talking to a gentleman that does process serving, and he was talking. He's dealing with people and handing out notices and stuff like that, and they're basically laughing at him. They're saying that this is what he told me. He said that these people were telling him, oh, we're just going to ride it out as long as we can, and then when we get kicked out, we'll just move someplace else. But as a renter, what happens is your record does follow you. So that's going to be public information that you have, not paid your rent and stuff like that. So it's going to be much more difficult to get, to rent someplace else after that. And so anyway, so we're talking about a tremendous amount of people that are going to be out on the streets, and that's going to cause a tremendous amount of problems. It's going to put a lot of strain on a lot of resources. There's Mr. Aby. What's up, baby boy? So him and his brother Gelko. What? You want to go in? All right. Him and his brother Gelko. You coming, Aby? Here's Miss Molly. Come on, Abe. They come in first thing in the morning. They get themselves something to eat. No, I guess he's not coming in. They get themselves something to eat, and then off they go again. What are you doing? Little snot. Little Mr. Independent. So, anyway. So like I said, I have mixed emotions because there are people out there definitely taking advantage of it. It's got to end at some point. So it's better, in my opinion, if they let it end now, because at least, you know, they have time while the weather's not horrible to figure out what they're going to do and where they're going to go. If you were one of those folks, okay, and let's be honest, okay, some people have taken advantage of this, some have not. But if you were one of those folks and you were not paying your rent for months and months and months on end, and now it's got to that point in time where the piper is getting ready to come calling, you should have made other arrangements. You should have saved money aside and prepared for this inevitability, because that is an inevitability. You know, it's just like, and I'll give you, again, I will always use myself as an example. When I let my house be foreclosed on, and, you know, I made plans, I made arrangements, I knew what I was going to do when we got to the point where, you know, we were getting closer to the wire. I had already bought this property. I already had the camper on this property, because that way we knew where we were going to go once our time was up. And so, you know, it was not like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? We planned ahead. We knew what was coming. We knew that the time was running out. And when that time ran out, that's exactly what we did. We came down here and we moved down here full time. The whole game plan all along was to move down here full time. That was the game plan. So we were just, I was actually trying to get through, because if you guys remember, we moved down here, I think it was like the 22nd of June was our first day full time down here. And the way that it worked out, it was the Monday that we had to be out of the our property where we were before was Heather's last day of school. So it actually kind of all fell right into place, and that was the last day of school for her. So we were able to just, you know, go ahead and make the move at that point, and, you know, and come down here, and then we started all over again and started doing what we did here. But you know, it's if you know something is coming, you better plan ahead. That's the point I'm getting at. So these people that have not paid their rent in a year and a half, it's not like this is a surprise. If you haven't paid your mortgage in a year and a half, it's not like it's a surprise that this is coming. So again, if you've planned ahead and are ready for these type of situations, you're going to be much more prepared and ready to do what you need to do. So, but it'll be very interesting. Okay, I don't even know who that was. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all plays out, how people react. Now, don't get me wrong. There will be a ton of people that are going to play the victim in this whole situation. I realize that some people have actually been in a situation where they could not do this. So it's like I said, I have mixed emotions over it. I really, truly do. I've been in that boat, so I know what it's like. But again, being in that boat, I planned ahead. I was ready when the time came. It wasn't like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? We can't wait for the last minute on those type of situations. You better be planning. So, you know, once they allow landlords to evict people, once they allow the mortgage companies to foreclose on people, you're going to see a lot of people out on the street, and you know, and we'll see how it plays out from there. But that's coming. So even if, let's just say they delay it again, at some point, this is going to come to an end. That free ride is going to come to an end. And so, you know, The people need to be ready for that, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, because where are all these people going to go? You know, when you're talking about 48 million people, where are they all going to go? Now, I'm sure some of them have a plan, and I'm sure most of them don't, because that's how our society is today. They never plan for anything. They fly by the seat of their pants, and they're not ready for anything. So it'll be very, very interesting. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on it. Do you think it's overdue? Should they let it run out? Should people be allowed to continue to stay and not have to pay a mortgage payment and do all those type of stuff? And a lot of these folks have been on unemployment that whole time, so they're still getting money. They're still getting the extra money from the states, and so it's like I said, it comes to a point where enough is enough, and might as well get it over with, bite the bullet, deal what you got to deal with, and go from there. So that's kind of my take on it. Again, I want to hear what you guys have to say, because I think it's a definitely an interesting and dynamic. It is a very volatile situation. We could be looking at a tremendous amount of chaos with this. But again, when it's something that people do to themselves, and I understand that in every circumstance it is not the case, that some people actually were under hardship, so I'm not belittling or making light of that situation. But there are a ton of places that are hiring that can't hire anybody. Nobody wants to work because they're making more money sitting at home on unemployment and collecting the extra money from the government. And you can't blame them. You can't blame them. I mean, why would you go out and bust your hump when you can do nothing and still make that money? But again, if you're doing that, you better plan accordingly. Put that money away like you were paying that rent every month, if that's your game plan, so that when the time comes, you're ready to do what you need to do. So anyway, really quickly, I want to talk about my website, PrepperNurse1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse 1 community there, and so it is set up for you guys to connect with like-minded people. So definitely go and check that out. You do have to register. It is private, but no credit card information is asked. It's totally free to join. All right. Also on my website, PrepperNurse1.com, watching Soxy with the butterfly there. PrepperNurse1.com. We have the listen to me. I'm going to say the wrong one. Forefathers. You'll see the Forefathers logo on there, and if you click on that, it will take you to their website. And if you decide to make a CBD or hemp purchase, because they are a CBD and hemp store, you can save yourself 15% when you check out using the discount code PrepperNurse1. Okay, so definitely take advantage of that. Also, on my website, PrepperNurse1.com, we have, if you click on store, it'll drop down. You'll see Legacy Foods. You click on that. What we have is the long-term freeze-dried foods available there. Anything that's available is there. If you decide to make that purchase, you got to be looking at a 25-year shelf life, GMO-free. It is vegan. There are meat options available with chicken and beef. Also, it is gluten-free options are also available. It is the largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies, so you're getting more bang for your buck. And it is, like I said, 25 years shelf life. It's a good thing to have in your preps. Definitely something that you should have. All right. So anyway, I am going to jump off of here for now. Not a bad day today. The sun is out. It's quite warm. And no rain. So that is a good thing. So anyway, guys, remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. And as soon as we can focus on that, we are going to be in much, much better shape as a society and as people. Stop letting them manipulate us with religion, race, and politics and fighting amongst each other all the time. Let's focus on what the real problem is, which is big business and government. If we can focus on that, we're going to be in much better shape. But if they keep us all fighting each other, nothing that good is ever going to come of any of it. Also remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to accomplish, whatever you are trying to do, you can do it. The only person that can stop you is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive. Stay away from the negativity. Stay away from negative people that keep telling you what you cannot accomplish, and you are going to be just fine. Work methodically at your goals, and they happen. You set realistic goals, and then turn around and make them happen. And again, the only one stopping you from getting there is you. All right? So anyway, I am going to jump off of here for now. I hope everybody has a great day. I will be doing another video later today. I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.